know the cryptic emails and briefs you'll receive. I volunteer as tribute. Many people think you need to have 1 million followers to make good money as an influencer, but that's just not true. There are many full-time influencers with 100,000 followers who are making good money doing something they love, making us all jealous in the process. While scrolling through Instagram, I constantly see hundreds of aspiring influencers who are on the cusp of greatness, or at least financial independence, but they just need to tweak a few things here and there. I love to give people advice and figured I should put my journalism degree to use, so I decided to write this book. I was amazed something like it didn't already exist, but after dealing with influencers who demand to fly first class, as if they were actual famous people, nothing really surprises me anymore. This book was written for people who probably fall into one of 3 categories. Category 1. You spend all day on Instagram, and while scrolling through your feed, you can't help but critique other people's photos. You think to yourself, I wear clothes, eat avocado toast, and like sunsets. Why not me? Well, let's start at the very beginning, because that's a very good place to start. Part 1, Building Your Community, will help you come up with a brand name, create content worth double tapping, and show you how to maintain an engaged community. Category 2. You have a decent amount of followers and feel like you're pretty good at this whole content thing, but can't figure out a long-term plan. In Part 2, Packaging Your Brand, we'll talk metrics, public relations, and press kits. Category 3. Brands have started approaching you because you either have a lot of followers or you lead a pretty interesting life. Maybe you're an expert in your field, you've created a company or product, or you're a dancer, musician, model, actress. Either way, when you talk, people listen. And that's what influence is all about. Part 3, Monetizing Your Influence, will dive into fee negotiations, understanding your contract, and landing an agent. When you get your first check, I want 10%. I'm kidding, but not really. In life, you're constantly asked about your 5-year plan, and this doesn't change once you become a content creator. Regardless of which category you fall into, Part 4, Planning Your Future, will help you turn new clients into repeat clients and turn single programs into brand ambassadorships. We'll also talk about influencer collaborations and how you too can have your own makeup or fashion line. If you're new to marketing or the job market in general, there may be a lot of words and acronyms that you don't understand. That's why I've included a handy-dandy glossary at the end of this book, which is available in the downloadable PDF that accompanies your audiobook, CD, or download. It's full of industry jargon that makes my head hurt, and I hear it every day. Read these words and phrases and commit them to memory, but please don't ask people to hop on a call by EOD to discuss the brief. The lingo abuse must end somewhere. What makes this book really special are the super cool features like expert tips, where you'll hear from some of the best industry peeps in the business. Influencer insights will pop up throughout the chapters to help illustrate my points with wise words from your favorite content creators. Don't Be That Girl is my absolute favorite, where I tell stories about women whose actions have made me say, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. But rounding out each chapter is a real treat. Influencer icons will profile some of the most amazing content creators in the game. Women who have built brands and loyal communities that many Fortune 500 companies would kill for. We'll hear from Alyssa Basio, Joy Cho, Sona Gasparian, Suzanne Hendricks, Heidi Nazarudin, Tenny Panosian, Alexandra Pereira, and Cara Santana. Their stories will leave you informed, amazed, and inspired. By the end of this book, you'll have all the tools you need to create a brand for yourself, your child, your dog, or even your badass grandma. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get to work together. And you'll request $100,000 for 3 YouTube videos. I'll probably roll my eyes so hard I'll have a headache for a week. But I'll give it to you, because you'll be worth it.